Hey everybody, I'm Kurt Pear with Picture This Productions in Phoenix, Arizona, and today we're going to talk about matte boxes, specifically the bright Tangerine. Now I know many folks out there, myself included, are very loyal and specific on the brand of equipment that they use, and you've probably used the same brand of matte box for years and you're thinking, hey, why do I even want to look at something else? Well, here's why. If you're new to the world of PL lenses, and you're shooting, say, in 5K, you're going to find that you need different size matte boxes and filter trays for different lenses. What am I talking about? Well, let's take the Red Pro Zoom 17 to 50 millimeter lens, for example. You can get away with using a Panavision size 4 by 5.65 filter and matte box. If you jump up to the 18 to 85 lenses made by several manufacturers, you're going to use a 5.65 to 5.65 matte box to eliminate the vignetting. If you jump up to the next size lens, the biggest lenses out there, the Optimo 24 to 290, for example, you need a 6.6 by 6.6 matte box. Now, typically, everyone has been buying multiple matte boxes to accommodate their lenses. I haven't really liked this idea because times are tight, pennies have to be stretched farther, and you want the best value for your dollar. But what are you to do? Well, in rolling the halls of NAB 2012, I came across a small company called Bright Tangerine. Andy, the owner and designer of the matte box, actually used to work for another company that made many parts, including matte boxes, but we're not going to talk about that because that's kind of like a four-letter word. I think Andy has a lot of very ingenious aspects that go into his matte boxes, and we're going to talk about them today. So what are they? Well, for starters, most of his matte boxes come with 3 trays, and they all rotate, and they can rotate together, or they can rotate independently. They do swing away as a standard swing away matte box, so you'd slide it forward, use the pin mechanism, and swing it away so you can change lenses, change filters, what have you. But let's say you don't want to use 3 filters, or you're using a 4 by 5.65 and you change lenses and you need to go to a 5.65 or even larger 6.6. Well, Andy has a unique and ingenious way, in my opinion, to change the filters on the back of the matte box itself. There are 2 different pins on each side. You squeeze and you remove it. That's right, it just came off just like that. So if you wanted to go from 3 to 2, you'd squeeze the middle one off and take that out and replace this because it has the rubber bellows, and he has them in sizes just about anything you want to fit in the lens out there. When you want to replace the filter, it's the process in reverse. You put it on, you squeeze the pins, you push it on, and there you have it. So now you can put the matte box back on by swinging it and sliding it on. It is really sexy when you look at it. I mean, it's fairly striking. One of the things that catch your eye right out of the gate are the bright Tangerine parts. However, it's also made out of carbon fiber, which kind of looks cool, it looks high tech, and that kind of thing. I like the fact that all the parts have these nice big knurled knobs on it, kind of like other matte boxes out there, some of the higher end matte boxes. And the French flags themselves and the side wings are very, very light. Some of the lightest I've ever had in my hands, for example. But one of the really neat things is that the mechanism to tilt the eyebrow up and down lives on the flag itself and not the matte box. Andy believes, hey, why do you want to carry all that extra weight around on your matte box right here if you don't need it? So if you don't need the flag, you're not carrying around the extra weight. If you do, it's there. Now the flags and the side wings all have the expandable parts so that no matter what size you're using and things go up and down. Pretty simple, pretty cool. And the side wings can come off, and then they have their own individual pivot locks as well. The construction of these is fantastic. I'm from the school of thought that, hey, buy a very solid product and use it for years and years and years, even if you have to spend a little bit more money instead of buying something low end and then having to replace because the build quality is terrible. The build quality on the Bright Tangerine matte boxes is second to none in my opinion. And you're going to see that when you start playing around with them. Some of the other things that I was very impressed with when I first opened the packaging is that everything comes in its own little flannel bag. That way it protects it from scratching something else or being scratched by something else. And I just think that Andy has thought of just about everything going. Andy has clip-on matte boxes. He has matte boxes that have different kind of stage removal systems where you pull one out and then it collapses down on itself. I think Bright Tangerine and Andy are onto something, and something big. They're combined the best products of several different types of matte boxes into a consumer-oriented, affordable solution for everybody. I was happy to stumble upon them at NAB. I was even happier when I got one on my rig, and I think you will be too. If you're anywhere near Cinegear 2012, stop by and say hey to Andy and check out Bright Tangerine for yourself.